Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining and let's begin with this session. We will start with the indexes analysis. Then we will discuss the stocks that are requested by group members and then we will discuss the stocks which have earnings this week and I am having those in my watch list. So we'll analyze those and we'll also cover if there are any questions um, while we go through all this. So we'll start with the TSX index analysis and we are on daily chart of TSX. As you can see for TSX, the last session it had formed a green candle from the mid Bollinger Band and CCI and Williams R indicators have turned up, which indicates the coming week we can see some uptrend at least near this 19460 upper Bollinger Band range. If we see it on weekly chart, though weekly chart it has formed a red candle and it has turned downward, but considering the earnings calendar, the number of big cap companies having earnings this week, we may expect at least on or around the earnings the stocks go up. So it could be a good time for short play. And we'll go through individual stocks as well. It also depends on what trend is of the individual stock, whether it is at buying range or no. So we'll cover those as well. Looking at the daily chart, we may expect small uptrend and then maybe continuation of small correction as per weekly chart. So maybe towards the end of the week or next week might go down. If we look at NDX, so NDX from last three sessions it has almost got support at this range. You see on Thursday and Wednesday it closed close to 13760. It had this support on 14th April as well as on 12th April. So it's getting a strong support at this range. And on the last session, it formed a green candle. Again, the indicators have turned up, especially the CCI is not yet in overbought region. So we can expect this week to be positive, at least on start to mid of the week and towards the end of the week or next week again like TSX if it has to go on correction we can expect sometime then um, again weekly chart is almost similar. On weekly chart it's on over bought region. Again the earnings factor is strong in factor in this week. um, Last week there was a news about the capital gain tax to be increased and that was a um, not so healthy news for people having larger portfolio size. That's why we saw this red candle. However, the last session market held positive, so we can still hope the coming week could be uptrend at least until all the bigger companies have their releases out. So exactly similar trend like NDX, also on CCI and Williams R. So this week, at least for few days, it looks to be positive. So if you are already holding positions both on TSX and NDX or on NYSE, this week could be good time to exit based on either just before the release of earnings or after the earnings, based on the specific stock which you are interested in. Any questions so far? Or anyone would like to add anything to this? Please feel free to add. Okay, so let's move forward. We'll go through the stocks that members on the call and in the group have requested. Let's see NEO and Expev. We discussed both of these last week as well. So NEO this week has taken uptrend and it is in overbought region. Since the volume, if you see on Thursday, was high, even though um, the green candle was not big, but it almost gave a gap up opening, slight gap up, and then next session was gap up. So market is showing positivity on the EV stocks. As you can see, even on weekly chart, the indicators have turned up. So EV this week looks good to hold at least until its earnings date, and its earnings is on 29. So after market 29, NEO has its earnings. 29 is Thursday. So NEO could be good hold till Thursday. And for those who are thinking to hold this for short term, the target that you could plan. So looking at this 100 EMA is at 14, 42, 42, 42.42. 42 could be the first target. Let's see, can expect higher target. Yeah, if the market is positive, even 45 could be possible. Yeah, we can expect it to touch at least around 44 could be a good target if we are planning to hold till Thursday. And if you are holding it for longer term, then the first target would be 47.5, and the next target could be 60 and above. all three targets. So 44, 45. 44, the first target. 47.5, 60. And if we look at this is similar reversal of trend for XP as well in this week. It's close to its mid Bollinger Band, but we can expect continuation of uptrend. Both Williams RCCI are up. And on weekly chart, indicators have turned up as well. You see, last week it was in oversold region and market has started pulling it up. So it's a good time to enter in XPEP if you are interested to invest for medium to longer term. And XPEP is not having its earnings release. So entering now and holding for higher targets. First target could be 40.25 and then 51, 55. Just mention the buy price as well. Daily chart. Buy around 31 with a stop at 29.5. Hello, Vivek sir.
Hello, Kamal.
How are you, sir?
Well, good. Sorry I'm late.
No worries, sir. Vivek sir, do you have any other comments on NEO or XPEP? Or
I've seen you in SPV.
okay.
No comments. I think you're good enough.
Then let's continue with ABCL. ABCL Nasdaq. ABCL is trading sideways. It's trading in this narrow channel, holding at mid Bollinger Band. So fairly new stock, started trading last year. And even the volumes are very low. So at this point, since market is indecisive about it, indicators are flat. CCI is almost flat. Danish, if you are looking to enter, NT 2024 could be a good entry, but the weekly chart doesn't have much history to support. An entry at 24.5 with a stop loss at 22. First target could be 32.5. Support here. The next targets could be higher. 57 and 53. 37.5 and 53. But at this point, it's good to just keep in watch because market is indecisive, and whether it would continue in this narrow band, we need to watch. If you are okay to hold for long term, then you may take position, but still better to let it drop by near 24.5. Vivek sir, do you see any possibility for it to move up from here?
It's a recent listing. And if you look at the weekly chart, it's all on a downtrend.
Yeah.
And even 24, that's recently we're talking about 24. But you see, it's all on downtrend, right from inception. Right from inception, from the day of listing, it's coming on a downtrend.
Yeah.
So I don't see what is preventing it from crack 2320 also. No, I mean, it's into what? It is into biologics. So that means it will be into what is the business mostly into? Transportation of pharma,
Yeah,
or something to do with that, with the logistics of pharmaceuticals.
It seems to be in health tech.
Well, the point is, it's a recent listing, number one. Number two, if it is into what the name suggests it to be, and he's expecting results on May 13th, first result.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous entry if you ask me. it could click and go shoot up. I'm not saying no for that, but at the same time, it could always come down.
Oh,
Now, it is basically into decoding, analyzing a natural this thing, immune system to find antibodies. Now, any patents in itself? No. Anything else? So, what is it that it is offering it?
there's not much detail on this news. Just
Yeah.
give you a brief about the company. That's it.
I mean, I would stay out of it. It's a recent listing. I don't know why. But it's a my understanding is that the person who is requesting this to enter a recently listed stock so that he has entered at the right time. But that's a long-term game plan, not for short-term.
Yeah, quite possible. Looking at the weekly trend, since he has been, I mean, he would have been following, since it has slightly reversed.
Huh. But that reversal has happened even earlier. It goes up and it again comes down. So the trend is coming down only.
Mm.
Sir, even if this goes up, it will come up with an offering since it is new company.
Huh. Exactly.
So should we suggest to wait for it, or means avoid it completely, or wait for it to buy somewhere around 22, 24?
So what you were talking about buying around 24 is all right. You keep a stop at 23, $1 stop,
Okay.
which is the low that touched so far. But if you keep it 22,
Mm-hmm.
at 23, if it breaks, can go anyway. It can go to 18, it can go to 17, it can go to 15.
Right.
So then keep it at 23, 20 is the low. Keep it at stop at 23.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I know why you took 22 as a low. I understand that because there's a DMA over there at 200-day EMA. But
Yeah.
200-day EMA is just indicative because it's a new stock.
Yeah, it's a predicted value. It has not reached there.
No, it's a predicted value. And it has not even been around for 200 days, if you ask me.
Right.
Or just 200 days, yes. That is why the 200-day EMA is activated. I think it was in mid of December.
Yeah. 11th of December.
So then it just touched recent listing.
Okay, sir.
No, then it has not even touched 200 days. Sorry. 200 days, 6 months. It's not even 200 days. If you take a monthly chart, it will be only four or five charts, 5 candles.
Yeah, 5 candles.
It can't be 200-day moving average. Now look at the monthly chart. Completely down.
Yes.
I would just say watch, and if somebody really wants to buy it, then buy with a stop of 23.
Yeah, and I believe that it is facing resistance at 30. And if the 30 resistance is broken, then only it will move ahead. So
Exactly.
otherwise, it is going to come down and it may even fall below 23.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At 30 resistance, Vivek is just now.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Just now. Look at it somewhere if it was in the month of March.
Because I can see last two sessions it is trying to break 30, but it is
Uh,
not able to.
Coming down. Now you look at the same session happened in the month of March. The high was 37 higher. Yeah,
Yeah.
37, which again was not the previous high, which was in the month of February. February close is also February close, 28th of February, last day of February. High is 39.27. It did not cross that. So it's on the downtrend, but I would say avoid. The ocean is so many stocks. Why do you want to go into a new entry? Let them prove themselves and then look into entering a new stock.
Right.
Let it cross first 30 and 33.
And then think of taking it up.
Yeah.
But if it crosses 30, 33, then your next target is 40.
Yes.
I don't mind doing that.
Yes.
Playing after crossing 33, play for a target of 40. So you are playing for a $7 target on an entry of 33, which is a good entry, 20% return.
Yeah, I agree.
Because then the stock has already shown strength.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to next BNPX. It's also in the same sector. VNTX has been on uptrend even though market was down. It didn't go much down, obviously because of uh, involvement in COVID related vaccine. So it has on the last session it has formed a red candle after about three after over 11 sessions. Even on weekly chart, it has been in overbought region out of Bollinger Band. The volumes are good. The last session, since it has started taking correction. So if you are already on it, it would be good time to take on profit and wait for it to drop and buy at a lower price. It has had a breakout here last week, last week. So entry it has crossed even R3. So an entry around 130 or
No, entry will be at 111. 111 or even 105.
it might drop up to 105 as well.
I don't expect it to drop to 105 if you ask me. But because you're asking for entry level entry prices, that is 100, 111, 112. But ideally, if you're holding this, start trailing your stop losses, securing your profit and trail your stop, trail the price.
Do you think it can continue further without going correction?
There could be a distribution happening now in the next 1 week or so. You may start because this is now profit booking going to take place. Now you already at about those who have entered this stock at about 83 or 85 or 90 are thinking of liquidating at 100% profit.
Right.
Anybody who entered at the low at 90.20 or even at 100 would be thinking of taking home some profits. Which is why you've seen the red candle. But that red candle, though it's in volume, is still amongst the lowest red candles of the last 10, 11 days of the green. Amongst the one, two, I think the third lowest. Right from April 8th onwards, it is the third lowest candle, volume candle. So that means the distribution has just started. People have just started taking out money. So this could prolong for a week at least. So this could move sideways or slightly go up. So it could go up definitely. So when distribution happens, it will move up, not at one shot, but it will move up. But don't expect it to touch 200 in the next 1 week. Definitely not. So if currently it is at about 173, expect it to be about 180, 185 by next weekend.
It's actually good to exit or
Yeah, if you're
trail.
holding this since long, it's good to take home your profits. Even in the WhatsApp group, I mentioned this. Yes, I think yesterday only I mentioned it.
So say trail with trail
Or
stop.
trail your stop loss, your profits. If in position, start trailing.
It's also on uptrend.
This is
But
modernized because of the COVID.
yeah, vaccine.
You take the weekly chart and you see the fun. See that 189.26 upper limit.
target for this 189 or 190 it
At
can
this
touch?
point, 189, well, then it's a new territory, no? It's an uncharted territory.
Hmm.
So if it crosses 189, you start trailing with your stop loss.
Right.
Uncharted territory, the only option is start trailing. Previous day low as a stop loss and just start trailing.